Okay, get this. What if I told you that a simple pile of wet, low-quality coal could be the key to a billion-dollar deal for next-generation fighter jets? It sounds like something out of science fiction, right? But it's a real story about some seriously impressive tech that turns a common rock into a huge strategic asset.
So that brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Indonesia is sitting on literal mountains of this low-grade coal. It's so wet and inefficient, it's almost more trouble than it's worth. So how on earth do you turn that into the bargaining chip for a state-of-the-art combat jet?
Well, it all kicks off with a really basic economic problem. A problem that, once you solve it, unlocks everything else. We're talking about a massive, massive gap in value.
All right, so let's break down the numbers here. On the one hand, you have what's called ICI-4 coal. It's got a moisture content of around 38%, which basically means it's soggy, inefficient, and only worth about $25 a ton. But, on the other hand, you have premium ICI-1 coal. It's dry, it's super efficient, and it sells for around $78 a ton. That's the goal. That's the transformation we're looking at.
We're talking about a $53 jump in value for every single ton. That's more than tripling its worth. The big question, of course, is how in the world do you bridge that gap? Well, the answer is technology.
So, how is this even possible? The key isn't just, drying the coal out. The secret is a patented process that completely changes its structure. And, this is the most important part, it does it permanently.
The tech is called Coal Improvement Technology, or CIT. And honestly, the only word you really need to remember here is permanent. See, this isn't just a surface-level fix. CIT uses a thermal system that actually restructures the coal at a molecular level. It changes it so it literally can't reabsorb that moisture ever again. That permanence? That's the secret sauce. That's what locks in that new, higher value.
And check this out. The process itself is beautifully simple. It's just 5 stages. You start with the raw, wet coal. It goes into a massive 3-stage dryer that gets rid of all that surface moisture. Then it hits the CIT machine. That's the heart of the whole operation, where it gets heated up and that permanent upgrade happens. From there, it's off to a stockpile and it's ready to ship. So elegant.
Okay, so this amazing tech is basically a value printing machine. But, for a project this massive to actually work, the numbers have to be rock solid. So let's take a look at the financial engine that's driving this entire strategy. So what does it take to get this whole thing up and running? The entire plant, all the infrastructure, just $18 million.
But get this, that initial $18 million investment is projected to generate a net income of nearly $68 million. And that's in just the first 5 years alone.
And here's the number that'll really blow your mind. The project completely pays for itself in just 1.3 years. I mean, that is an absolutely incredible return on investment. And it's that financial power that makes the rest of this master plan even possible.
But wait, because this is where the story gets really, really interesting. That whole profitable coal venture, it turns out that's just step one. It's just one piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. It's time to zoom out and see the real grand strategy here. So this is the whole shebang, a 3-pillar strategy. Think of it like building a commercial corridor between Korea and Indonesia. Pillar 1, a joint mining operation to secure the raw coal. Pillar 2, using that CIT technology from Korea's top energy institute to upgrade it and create the high-value product. And Pillar 3, well, that's the end game. That's where you leverage all those profits for a massive nation-to-nation barter deal. Each step just feeds the next one.
And let's really zoom in on that third pillar, because this is where we go from a smart business deal to a massive strategic play. It's a $1 billion swap. On one side, Indonesia offers up huge assets, a 100-year lease for its space center, and strategic use of an airbase. In return, Korea gives Indonesia a full partnership in its next-generation KF-21 fighter jet program. This whole incredible bargain is literally fueled by the profits from that upgraded coal.
So when you step back and you look at the whole picture, you realize this isn't just a single deal. It's about creating a system, right? It's a system where each part builds on the last, creating a relationship that just compounds in value over time.
There's a line from the source material that just nails it. It calls this a compounding bilateral partnership built on real assets, proven technology, and sovereign-level commitments. And that's exactly what it is. It's grounded in something real, the coal. It's powered by proven technology, and it's all elevated by these huge commitments between two nations. And that really leaves us with one final big question, doesn't it?
This whole chain reaction, this entire billion-dollar plan, it all started with just finding a better way to treat a simple piece of coal. It just makes you wonder, if this model can fundamentally transform one common resource, what other grand strategies out there could suddenly become possible? What other resource could be next?